How to save your day. Reset in minute. Introduction. Are you watching this because you can't sleep tonight? Scrolling through videos until 2 a.m., trying to fill something that feels empty after today went wrong? You're not just killing time. You're trying to make up for a day that didn't go as planned. Your brain is looking for something to make today feel worth it before it ends. This feeling isn't new. 2,000 years ago, a Roman emperor had the same problem. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire in the world. But at night, he couldn't sleep. His empire was at war. People he trusted had betrayed him. Everything felt out of control. So he wrote in his journal, asking the same question you're asking: how do I recover from a terrible day? 70 years ago, another man faced the same struggle. Viktor Frankl sat in a Nazi concentration camp. He had lost everything. His family was gone. His life's work was destroyed. In that darkness, he wondered if there was any point to tomorrow. Both men found answers. Not just ideas, but tools that actually worked. Tools that saved their sanity and later helped millions of other people. If these methods worked for a Roman emperor running an empire at war and a man surviving the worst humanity could offer, they can work for your bad Tuesday. Let me show you how. Chapter 1. The control method. What you can actually change. Marcus Aurelius discovered something that changed everything. He realized that most of our suffering comes from trying to control things we can't control. He wrote, "Some things are within our power, while others are not." This sounds simple, but it's the most powerful tool for recovering from any bad day. Here's how it works. Take everything that went wrong today. Put each problem into one of two boxes. Box 1, things you can control. Your response. Your choices. Your efforts. Your attitude. What you do next. Box 2, things you cannot control. Other people's reactions. What already happened. The weather. Traffic. Your boss's mood. The economy. Most people spend 90s of their energy on box 2. This is why they stay frustrated and exhausted. Marcus learned to focus only on box 1. This is why he could sleep at night even when his empire was falling apart. Try this right now. Think about what's bothering you most from today. Ask yourself, can I actually change this, or am I just wasting energy worrying about it? If you can change it, make a plan. If you can't, let it go. This simple shift will save you hours of mental torture. Chapter 2. Finding meaning. Why today happened for a reason. Viktor Frankl made an incredible discovery in the concentration camp. He realized that we can't always control what happens to us, but we can always control what it means to us. He said, "Everything can be taken from a person but one thing, the freedom to choose one's attitude in any given circumstances." Even your worst day has meaning if you choose to find it. Here's how Frankl did it. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? He asked, what is this teaching me? Every setback contains a lesson that success cannot provide. Every frustration reveals something about what you really want. Every mistake shows you what not to do next time. Your ruined day isn't punishment. It's preparation for something better. Ask yourself, how is today's struggle making me stronger? What am I learning that I couldn't learn any other way? How will this help me understand other people better? Complete this sentence. Today's difficulty is preparing me for... When you find meaning in your suffering, the suffering becomes bearable. Sometimes it even becomes valuable. Chapter 3, Perspective Training, The View from Tomorrow. Both Marcus and Viktor used the same mental trick to shrink their problem. They changed their perspective. Marcus called it the view from above. He imagined looking at his problems from space. Your embarrassing mistake at work? Invisible from 100 miles up. Your argument with a friend? A tiny moment in the vast universe. Viktor used time perspective. He imagined himself as an old man looking back at today's problems. Most troubles that feel huge right now will seem small in 10 years. This isn't about minimizing your pain. It's about putting it in proper proportion. Try this now. Imagine yourself 1 year from today looking back at this moment. What advice would future you give to present you? What would actually matter from that perspective? Your problems are real. But they're not as big as they feel right now. When you zoom out, everything becomes manageable. Chapter 4, The Evening Reflection, Ancient Wisdom for Modern Problems. Marcus Aurelius ended each day with 3 simple questions. This practice transformed his ability to handle difficult days. Question 1. What did I do well today? Find at least one thing, even if it's small. You got out of bed? You tried something new? You helped someone? Success builds on success, not criticism. Question 2. What could I have done better? Be honest, but not harsh. Focus on specific actions, not character flaws. I could have listened more carefully instead of a terrible listener. Question 3. What did I learn today? Every difficult day teaches something valuable. Maybe you learned your limits. Maybe you discovered who your real friends are. Maybe you found strength you didn't know you had. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Each day becomes data for improvement, not evidence of failure. These 3 questions turn any day into a learning experience instead of a waste of time. Chapter 5. The Meaning-Making Exercise, Your Personal Recovery System. Viktor Frankl created a simple system for recovering from any setback. Here's his 4-step method. Step 1. Accept what happened. Fighting reality wastes energy you need for solutions. What's done is done. Step 2. Ask what this experience is trying to teach you. Every setback contains a lesson that success cannot provide. What is it? What is it? Step 3. Decide how this experience will make you more helpful to others. Your struggles give you empathy and wisdom. How can you use this to help people facing similar challenges? Step 4. Choose your response moving forward. You cannot control what happened, but you can control what happens next. Your ruined day becomes meaningful when it serves a purpose larger than yourself. When you help others avoid your mistakes or overcome similar struggles, your pain transforms into purpose. Chapter 6. Tomorrow starts tonight, preparing for a better day. Both philosophers understood that recovery begins before you sleep. Your evening thoughts become tomorrow's morning mindset. Before you sleep tonight, do 3 things. First, set one small, achievable goal for tomorrow morning. Something so simple you cannot fail. Make your bed. Drink a glass of water. Take 3 deep breaths. Small wins create momentum for bigger wins. Second, forgive yourself for today's mistakes. You did the best you could with what you knew then. Tomorrow you'll know more and do better. Third, choose one lesson from today that will make you wiser tomorrow. Write it down. Your pain becomes your teacher. Remember, tomorrow is a blank page. Today's story is finished. Tomorrow's story begins with your first choice after you wake up. Your ruined day is not your ruined life. It's one chapter in a much larger story. And you get to write what happens next. The Roman emperor and the concentration camp survivor both discovered the same truth. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control what happens in you. Your power was never in avoiding difficult days. Your power is in transforming them into wisdom, strength, and compassion. Tomorrow morning, you'll wake up a little wiser because of today. That's not a consolation prize. That's the point. Tomorrow is waiting for you.